We're live.
I'm being recorded live on YouTube. Oh, I didn't mean to elbow that.
Well, that's it. We are live.
Are we?
Yes. Well, that's it. We are live. Oh, let me turn this down.
Hey, man.
Oh, yeah, I need my phone because I got to do the quiz.
I got a quiz. What?
All right, come on. We got to wait a couple of minutes for people to join. Just a few minutes.
Fine. Slackers.
You know, I Am Him is going to join us.
Well, of course.
Who's going to be hit first? I Am Him or Braden?
I'm gonna say
I Am Him. Braden might have school in the morning.
I don't know. I Am Him is undefeated. You know, he's like the champion of the notification bell.
You know what? I'm going to add the dab first. How does he do that?
That's a good question.
Oh, here we go.
Must be an Apple thing. I don't have a dab.
Wait, let me see. It's not on your keyboard. It's on. Yeah.
Oh, it's on the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah.
Beat him. I beat you. I Am Him.
I like
That's
this
me,
one.
by the way. I stole your thing.
That's me right there. There you go. That's how you do it. So, yeah.
This is what we're actually doing.
We have our one viewer that we
Yes.
need.
Yes, this is for you. And we put on the show. Everything we're doing right now is just for you. Oh, put your helmet on so when other people join us.
What am I gonna do about the headphones? I mean, I don't need it.
Yeah, just for the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, since I Am Him is early, he'll get some behind the scenes footage of you putting this N7 helmet on.
Oh. We'll edit that in post. Hey, I can still read the phone.
Okay, good. Just don't breathe too hard. Fog up
Boy, that's okay.
your little lens.
Oh.
Is there a vent in the back or something? Oh, the light.
Jacket prohibits my arm from bending.
Oh yeah, I know how that is. Turn around.
Hit that switch.
Yeah. Wait, I've never hit the switch before, so I don't know where it is exactly.
Oh, it's on the outside.
Oh, it's on the outside?
Well, kind of. It's like facing down.
Man. So I don't have to reach inside?
You want me to turn around?
Turn around.
Huh?
Turn around.
Oh,
There's no switches on the outside.
you gotta button me up.
Huh?
No.
It's gotta be on the inside.
No, it's on the outside.
What are you talking about? I don't see any buttons. This thing must
It's
be.
like a switch.
Bro, I don't know. I don't see nothing. That thing's definitely not on the outside. I don't care what you say. That button is, just take it off, turn it on, and put it back on.
That's good.
And then show me where this button is, because it's definitely not on the outside.
Oh, yeah, it's on the inside.
I told you. I knew it was no. I was pressing everything out here. I was pushing this.
It felt like I was getting my brain pulled out or something. Man, it got really hot in here. Okay.
All right.
Hey, look, it's still him.
Huh?
It's still I Am Him.
That's good. This show is for him after all.
Hey, speaking of which, can you hear me on the mic?
I hear you through the headphones.
Really?
I Am Him. How well is Javon's audio coming through? Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Go ahead, talk so he can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me? Am I coming through clear?
Maybe not clear. Little muffled.
He says great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you are audible. Let's have that screen on the trailers page. All right. I'll go ahead and let's do our intro and get started. Thank you. I am him. Thank you, everybody. I was gonna say everybody, but it's just I am him. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We've got a great episode put together for you today, and we got a lot of interesting topics to cover. I forgot that N7 Day is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Until you showed up with all this on, then it was hard to forget that.
Yeah, it's a reminder.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that in the show, and actually, yeah, let's go ahead. We'll do our intro, and then we can start with N7, and then we'll get into the trailers of the day.
All right.
I am G.
And I'm Javon.
And this.
It's console battle.
Oh, no, too long.
I was waiting for you to say it.
I thought we were going to go back and forth. This is Console Babble.
Oh.
That's just what I had in mind. I thought we were going to...
Well, I was really about to say I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite show on the Citadel.
Oh. All right, let's try this again. I am G.
I am Javon.
And this is
Console
Babble. All right. So what's up with N7 Day? How long has this been a thing?
Oh man, it has been a thing since I want to say Mass Effect 2.
Okay. And what happens on that day? Should we expect any news, any like trailers, posters, or what do we expect tomorrow?
Because the last N7 Day, they I think they showed more of like artwork from the next Mass Effect game that they're working on. So that was exciting. And before that, they showed a trailer for the next Mass Effect, which was kind of like a teaser, really. It wasn't really a trailer, it was a teaser. And it's basically just, usually on N7 Day, they celebrate Mass Effect, and they have fans come out and talk about what N7 means to them.
Okay.
And talk about their memories with the game and their favorite characters and stuff like that. And every so often on N7 Day, they'll have like a kind of like a podcast where they have like the voice actors from the game come on the podcast, and they'll talk about their experience with the game and how it was developing in it, and what they had to do to like deliver certain lines, and you know what it was like being part of that cast and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So it sounds a lot like
Outbreak Day.
Outbreak Day,
Yeah.
or what do they call it now? It's The Last of Us Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on The Last of Us Day, we got the trailer for the HBO show.
Yeah.
So is there anything like that we are looking forward to? Any like lingering news that may be confirmed tomorrow?
No, honestly, I think it's just the Mass Effect, the next game
Okay.
in the Mass Effect saga that they already gave us a teaser for last year.
Okay,
Yeah,
and hopefully
everybody's-
get a little bit more than a teaser this year.
Hopefully we're gonna get something more on that.
Okay.
Because the last thing that really released was the Legendary Edition, and that was amazing. I'm gonna be playing that tomorrow, by the way, for N7 Day. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Hopefully we get something, some kind of follow up to the teaser. We'll keep an eye on that. It's gonna be Monday, so we won't get a chance to talk about it until next Sunday. So we'll follow up with that on the next episode. For now, as usual, we're going to get started with...
I gotta take this off. I can't breathe.
I just realized my notes are on my phone. That's all right. I know what I'll do. Give me 1 second. Got to improvise here.
While you're doing that, I guess I'll send out some invites.
All right, yeah, you go ahead and do that. I don't have the release dates. Let me look up the release dates for this week. Yep, 2022. we're looking at. Yeah, let that music keep him company. Here we go. We're getting close. October and November. All right, you can fade it out. We're back. Let's hit that that game trailer music. All right. So first we got A Little to the Left. This looks pretty interesting. This actually, I thought of my mom when I saw this game. So A Little to the Left is a puzzle game, but you're organizing like household items. So as you can see here, just shuffling around. So it's a puzzle game, just trying to figure out how you would stack and organize these different items. But like I said, all these items are stuff that you would find in the house. Anyway, that's A Little to the Left. It's coming out for the PC and the Mac on November 8th. And what day does November 8th fall on? November 8th
Wednesday.
is...
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday, yep.
Yeah.
That's on Tuesday. So Tuesday, you got A Little to the Left. Now, next we got Football Manager. Football Manager, that's coming out for the Xbox Series X and S, the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, and for PC. PS5 is not on the list. So if you want this game, it's not on the PS5 or the PS4. Anyway, we got next Oddworld Soulstorm. This is coming out November 8th as well. This is coming out for the Switch. I believe this game has been out already, hasn't it, Javon? It's just now coming out for the Switch?
Yeah.
Okay. Oddworld Soulstorm. Return to Monkey Island. Return to Monkey Island. This is coming out also November 8th. All these games are coming out on the same day. But this is also coming out November 8th. And then that's also for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. And next we got another game that's been out for a while, but now it's making its way to the Switch, and that is Sifu, right? Am I saying that right?
What? Sifu's coming to the Switch?
Yep.
I didn't even know that.
This Tuesday. That's November 8th.
That game is amazing.
Go ahead, tell them a little bit about it.
Tell them a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Man, just buy the game and play it. I ain't telling y'all nothing. Nah, it's a great game. It's a kung fu game, martial arts, based off of a martial arts called Pac-Mei, which I had no idea what that was until I played this game. But yeah, very difficult. It is not for people that don't like a challenge, because you will be defeated a lot in this game. And the first level kind of, gets you used to the mechanics. The second level goes from 0 to 100 real quick.
And the unique thing about this game, I remember watching you play it. You said that every time you die, you respawn, but you respawn like older?
Yeah, you age every time you get killed.
Okay.
So
by how much do you age? Is it the same?
It goes up every single time. So the first time you die, you don't age. Mm-hmm. Then the second time you die, it goes up 1 year.
Okay.
Then you die again, it goes up 2 years, and it just keeps increasing. And I think the limit is like age 70 or something like that.
Okay.
If you hit age 70 and then you die at age 70, then you're just dead.
Okay. And then you gotta go back to being an infant?
Nah. You just gotta start over.
You start at whatever. So what age do you start at then?
20.
20. Okay, so you start between 20 and 70. Anyway,
Yeah.
It's an interesting concept. That is Sifu for the Switch. That's also coming out this Tuesday. Another game coming out this Tuesday is Sonic Frontiers.
Oh, the blue bomber
graphics
himself.
look really good. This is coming out for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S. It's also available on the previous gen, so you can grab this on the PS4, Xbox One, and it's also coming out for the Switch and the PC. So whatever console you got, basically, you can get this game. We got another little game coming out on November 9th.
It's not very well known. You
Yeah,
know?
you might have heard of it. It's
Yeah.
actually a sequel. Not sure if you played the first one.
It's probably gonna be trash.
Yeah, it's nah, this is gonna be the biggest game this week. It's gonna be the biggest game this month. You could probably say the biggest game this quarter. and that is God of War Ragnarok. Finally get your hands on it. This is coming out for the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. This is, of course, a PlayStation exclusive. So that's it. But it is available on PS4. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's November 9th. That's this Wednesday. So the wait is finally over. Come this Wednesday.
And it's already got reviews out, by the way. It's 10 out of 10s all over the board.
Nice. That's good. It's not a surprise, though.
Second highest rated game of the year, right behind Elden Ring.
Now, I'm sure you don't care about any other games coming out this week, but we will continue anyway. After God of War, Thursday, we got, what is this? Vampire Survivors.
Oh, man.
Now, which one are you going to play? It's a tough choice, but Vampire Survivors comes out Thursday, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One, so this one looks like it's an Xbox exclusive. See, PlayStation got their exclusives, God of War, and Xbox has their exclusives, Vampire Survivors.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Who said Xbox don't have exclusives?
That's just not right.
All right, next we got the Atari 50, the anniversary celebration. So this looks like some old games as well as some remasters with them. So this is like you play the original version, then the remastered version. And it looks like it also comes with some sort of documentary. So you'll get some behind the scenes, some, this looks very interesting to me just because of the history of it. I like seeing the history of like, you know, the beginning of video games and stuff, you know?
You can get this for the boomer generation.
Yeah, this is when your parents say, well, I grew up playing Pong with the joystick and the button. You can buy this for them.
Yeah. Yep. It's probably going to come with a collector's edition with an original joystick.
Look at that. How many games did they say it was? I'm sure it just popped on the screen. Anyway, this will be out November 11th.
90. More than 90 games.
Wow. Woo! It's a bunch. And that's for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, as well as the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Probably makes sense to play this on the Switch. The graphics, sure, are not going to be that demanding. So this would fit right in on the Switch. And of course, it's going to be available on the PC as well. November 11th, also coming out for the Switch. I don't know if you knew this. A lot of games are finally making their way to the Switch. This is Resident Evil 2. So Resident Evil 2 will be on the Switch November 11th. Did you know that?
Ugh, yeah. Trash.
This is, I couldn't find any trailers. Every time I typed in Resident Evil 2 trailers, it was showing me like stuff from 5 years ago from like PS4 or whatever. So this is the only, I found this guy's channel just with some gameplay footage. So this is what it'll look like on the Nintendo Switch. All right, after that, also November 11th, we got Tactics Ogre Reborn. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC. This is November 11th.
Yeah, the spiritual successor to Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is coming out Friday. And then also the last game coming out Friday, we got Valkyrie Elysium. This is the last game coming out this week. And this is a PC game. You know anything about this?
Yeah. You know how I know?
How do you know?
It already came out on PS5.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's making its way to the PC.
Yeah.
The PC release is coming out November 11th. So you may have already played it, or if you haven't, now's your chance if you're a PC gamer. So that's it. That is our games for the week. And how many people do we have with us on the stream now?
Probably like 2.
All right, Dork Warrior is with us. Cool. Hand-eye on 100.
Pretty sure that was a reference to Sifu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, gotta have that hand-eye coordination.
Okay. All right, we got a couple of people with us. Let's go ahead and we'll do our quiz. This quiz will be only 5 questions, but we got a lot at stake again. You ready to see what's at stake?
Is it steak? Better be something good.
Hey guys, this time I did put the link in the description. So if somebody's asking where's the link, repping that Logan Paul water, yes sir. No, the KSI water.
I mean, it's all right.
It was pretty good.
It tastes pretty sugary.
Yeah, and it's only 2
for
grams
having
of sugar.
2 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that fructose corn syrup. Oh wait, it doesn't have that.
No, this is healthy. Gluten-free, caffeine-free, filtered water, not just water.
Well, this water's not filtered.
Not that one. Put your helmet up here.
What you gonna do with the bowls?
Okay, after the bowls, we'll put the helmet up there. You're right. All right,
Take
everybody,
up
go
all the
ahead and
space.
go ahead. Let's join. Join my quiz. Join my.
Hey, that's not a link. That's just some text.
What, did you find it?
Yeah, I can't click it.
What? Oh, it's no use.
As a YouTube connoisseur, I'm disappointed. No.
Oh man, that's useless. You can't even copy and paste it.
That's okay.
All right. Type in join my quiz. They're not big words. I'm sure you know how to spell join. You know how to spell my. You know how to spell quiz. And you know how to spell com. All right. The code 429142. Join the game. 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 Are you I ain't winning? You better. Join the game. Join the game. Join the game. Join the game. Join the game.
How do I get back to the comments? I don't care about this.
Gotta hit live chat.
Oh,
Hey, Dork Warrior, I am him. Oh, we got a couple more people. Join the quiz. Let's give it a minute.
look. I think it's just gonna be us.
Nah, ain't no way. It's no way. Says we got 6 people on here. -2, that's 4. We gotta at least have I am him.
You want me to ask him again?
Hmm?
You want me to ask him again?
Ask them what? If they're joining?
Do y'all want to take the quiz? Just be honest.
Yeah, go ahead.
Say something in the chat if you're still awake. Oh, I am him just joined. I guess that answers that question.
Cool. I knew I could count on him. I knew I could count on I am. Last name him. Now, who are these other people? Go ahead and join us, guys.
Shoot, 3 is enough.
All right, I think can people join mid quiz? Did we
They did,
figure
right?
that out?
Well, somebody did last time. I forgot who it was.
All right, then we'll go ahead and get started in a few. For now, I'm gonna reveal what's at stake. So last time I made you eat olives, right? But you didn't eat any because you got them all right. But I still feel a little bad.
Look, I'm already full. So what you got?
So
Stop playing.
I don't want to, I wanted to kind of make it up to you. So I said I'll pick something, that you don't hate, I don't know which one this is. Oh yeah, this one's yours. All right, here you go. So this time I just got you something delicious, some dark chocolate.
Ah!
And I got something at stake too, of course. Gotta keep it fair. So
How do you know all this stuff that I don't like?
what you mean? Everybody likes chocolate.
I hate dark chocolate. Oh, man. I'm a vanilla guy.
While you eat that chocolate, I'll eat the Mr. Beast chocolate. How about that?
Didn't I tell you I go to the dentist on Tuesday?
Just brush your teeth. You ain't gotta leave it in your teeth for a week.
I mean, I will, but it's going to hurt.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's start this. Where's my... Yeah, go ahead. Hit start. You guys could join mid-game, mid-quiz. All right, here we go. You ready? Which company developed the original Rayman on PlayStation 1? Do you know this one? Do you feel confident about this one?
I don't know.
I hope you left yourself some water.
Well, I guess I'll select this one. We'll see.
Oh yeah, you got a full bottle. All right.
Whoa!
But oh, I see red.
How did I get that wrong so fast? They didn't give me a time to process the.
Go ahead and eat you a piece. Come on, just.
It's so hard.
Those are pretty big pieces, though. Here's some water. If you need to wash it down.
Tastes like burnt chalk.
All right, go ahead. Let's hit the next question. In Final Fantasy, whatever number that is, Remake, who is the first party member to join Cloud? I have no idea. I've never played Final Fantasy, so this should be in your favor. Do you know this one?
If I don't know this one, I quit.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say.
Only my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time.
Oh, I guess right. I guess correctly. Yes. Let me see. Did you get it right?
Of course I did.
All right. Go ahead and finish that chocolate. You might get another one wrong. You have to be ready to eat that. All right. In what city is Watch Dogs Legion set? Don't look at my answer.
Disgusting.
Hey, I got it correct. You got it correct. All right. I wasn't sure about that one.
Chocolate. This is doodle, baby.
Look, share, devour. Just 2 sections. That's it.
I'll share. You take all of this.
This will be my first time tasting this Mr. Beast chocolate. In God of War, the 2018 one, what was the name that Atreus' mother went by? I think that's it. That name. Oh no! What was it?
Well, looks like I took the lead there.
what was her name? Feya. I almost chose.
It's not Feya, it's Faye.
Faye. I almost chose Faye, but then I saw Freya. That one sounded more correct with an R. Okay.
Why aren't you eating your...
Yeah,
Eating what?
you got it wrong. Why don't you eat your Cheez-Its, man?
We need to get him so that he doesn't...
All right. Read it.
Okay, I got it. Which of these PS3 exclusive games released first? Was it Resistance 3, Twisted Metal, Killzone 3, or Little Big Planet 2? What?
Oh my God.
Time's up.
Did you pick one?
No, I was reading the question.
Come on, man. You know we're on a timer.
I didn't know that.
Dang.
I didn't know the timer started.
It starts as soon as the question appears.
Oh, that was the last one, too.
All right. It looks like I Am Him got it correctly. I
Really?
said Killzone. Yeah. Little Big Planet too.
Oh.
All right. Next question. Who's in the lead now? I guess we'll find out. Oh, that's it. Who's in the lead? Who won at the end?
Let's see. It looks like
I ain't winning one.
that's right.
Oh man, then I bumped myself to 3rd place by getting those last 2 wrong. I was doing good.
Darn it, man.
All
See,
right.
look. I shouldn't have named myself that.
Unless he guessed. I am him. Did you guess or did you know that?
No, he's a certified gamer. He must have knew. Look at his trophy list.
He's like, I know the order. I remember exactly when these games came out. That's a tough one. Which game came out first? So you only had to eat one.
I regret it.
Gotta wash it down with some water.
I already did, and it's still there. Can't get rid of the taste.
All right. That's all for the trivia. Let's hop into the topics. All right. Our first topic is the title of this video.
Hey, let me get that tissue, man.
Oh, you could unhighlight that. You want this tissue?
Yeah, man. Get this brown stuff off my fingers, man.
All right. Marvel Games tweeted this. They say, we're thrilled to announce a multi-title collaboration between Marvel and EA to develop action-adventure games for consoles and PC. Each game will also be its own original story set in the Marvel universe. All right, so how do you feel about this?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Excited?
Yeah, actually, I am.
Okay.
I saw that they were apparently testing Black Panther in Unreal Engine 5, which I'm guessing is going to be one of the games.
Yeah.
And there's one other game they're testing in Unreal Engine 5, but I can't remember which comic book person it was. But I know for sure Black Panther is going to be one of them.
Okay.
But I don't know the other one. Of course, and then we know about the Iron Man one, which we covered in one of the previous episodes we did, which is being done by Motive from EA.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first one that actually got announced.
Right.
But so the rumor is that the Black Panther is one of them.
Okay.
The other one, I forgot what it was called, but it's out there if you look for it.
So, no, this is how I feel. Didn't EA make some Spider-Man games?
No, that was Activision.
That was Activision?
Yeah.
EA never made a Spider-Man game?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Because I was remembering some of those old movie tie-in Spider-Mans, and I'm
Activision.
like, they were not very good. And
Yeah.
I'm not super excited about EA being in charge of these. Like, I wish like Insomniac would have gotten it, or
Yeah, but I
some
mean-
other game studio, Sucker Punch or something like that.
I mean, their hands are full, I guess, because they got Spider-Man
Smaller
2.
studios also.
And now they got Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that was like a thing that they bargained about or something. Or
That was another thing I was
negotiated.
thinking. They probably, EA is a bigger company than those
Yeah.
other ones, and they probably negotiated something better. I would have had more confidence if it was one of those other developers that I mentioned, or just anybody who makes specializes in really good story-driven games.
Yeah.
EA, it's kind of like Ubisoft,
Like Crystal Dynamics.
Crystal Dynamics.
Actually, no, not Crystal. Well, no. It was Crystal Dynamics.
They made Tomb Raider.
Well, yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
they did Avengers, which wasn't great.
Yeah.
But they did Guardians of the Galaxy,
And that was really good.
which everybody was scared to play because Avengers was so
mm.
horrible. But Guardians of the Galaxy ended up being amazing. And speaking of which, I started a new Game Plus run. So I'm playing that again. But I also started Horizon Forbidden West. Shouldn't have did that because God of War's like 3 days out now.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you're going to have to jump ship on that one.
and
yeah,
I
when-
definitely will.
When it comes to EA, I feel like they're hit or miss, kind of like Ubisoft, where it's like they're either going to give you something great or they're going to give you something mediocre.
Yeah, because they definitely been hit or miss on the Need for Speed games lately.
And what about here's a good parallel we could draw, and maybe you can help me out with this. Are you a fan of the Star Wars
Yeah.
franchise?
Yeah.
How's EA done with Star Wars?
Amazing.
Really?
Well, with Fallen Order,
Fallen
Order, they did.
What about the Battlefront and
I didn't play those.
okay? So you haven't played them because you heard they were bad, or you just never were interested in playing them?
I wasn't interested in playing them. I played them. I used to play them with my my Caucasian brother from another mother, Devin. Me and him used to play Battlefront back on I want to say the 360,
Okay.
and it was fun on there. It was real fun. I didn't play any of the newer ones, so I couldn't comment on them. I don't know
Okay.
if they were good or bad.
Now that I think of it, Star Wars is a Disney property, and Marvel is Disney property.
Yeah.
So it could be that they already had that relationship with Disney, and they had all these Star Wars games, and now Disney's thinking, well, let's make some money off the Marvel franchise by making some Marvel games, and they probably just went to EA. There's already an existing partnership there, and said, hey, can you do the same thing with the Marvel games?
Yeah, that, I mean, I think it's also just them trying not to. Like they're trying to put certain games out in a certain timeline, I guess, and they know they can't do that all with one studio. I mean, if you think about it, Insomniac had Spider-Man, and then they decided to go with Crystal Dynamics for Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Then they're doing Midnight Suns with a whole nother studio. So they give the properties out to a bunch of different studios to do, I guess, specializing on certain types of gameplay and what their schedules are like for what they got coming up. So
That's really interesting. I wonder how well Black Panther like abilities and stuff would translate into gameplay.
Yeah,
I could
gonna be
I could see
interesting.
the what is that thing called where people hit him and he like holds the momentum and then like releases it.
Oh yeah, the little defense mechanism that builds up.
I could see because that could easily be a game mechanic where it has to like charge up.
Yeah.
Based on you getting hit, and then you press a button, release it, but then you have to wait for it to charge back up again.
It'd be like an AOE attack,
AOE.
area of effect.
No.
It's a gamer.
Yeah.
He knows that. Don't.
I was just testing the audience.
Yeah, of course.
Y'all thought the quiz was over? But yeah, I guess.
Oh, he said Battlefront was OG Xbox, not 360. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they.
Well, he's talking about when we used to play it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Dork Warrior you used to play with?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
He's my brother from another mother.
I didn't know that. I like Dork Warrior. He's always leaving funny comments under the videos after they post. I thought he was a random dude.
That's what I thought.
I thought he was
recently.
somebody who like stumbled upon my channel or something. I didn't know somebody you knew.
Nah, he's a faithful viewer. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see what else they come out with. Like I said, we already know about the Iron Man game, which I'm worried about what that's going to look like.
Well,
But
speaking of Iron Man, let's segue into our next topic. Have you seen this? Moto's Iron Man game has already started playtesting.
I did see it.
Yeah. So I guess it's further along than we thought, or they're rushing it and it's gonna be a terrible game.
Well, I mean,
But I think more likely that it's further along than we thought. That nothing has been announced.
yeah.
And now that it's getting closer, now that they're in the play testing phase, now they're finally starting to make some announcements and stuff like that.
Well, playtesting doesn't mean it's like super far along in development. It just means that it's far along enough to where they can, test out certain mechanics like combat or, they basically have playtesters come in and say, hey, how do you guys think this feels as far as gameplay wise? Do you guys like it? Or is there any feedback you can give us on what we need to maybe change or adjust? And that's basically what they use the playtesters for.
Okay.
If you actually watch the Growing Up with Kratos documentary on YouTube, which if you're curious about game development, I highly recommend that you check it out. It explains pretty good on how they use playtesters. It shows like what the playtesters actually do for the development team and how they assist them.
I heard it's not that fun. Like
Yeah.
It's not like a gamer's dream job.
Nah,
where it's like,
nah.
oh, I'm gonna get paid to play video games.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, what? You get to play like an alpha of the game that's like all buggy and
Yeah.
There's like, oh, test these animations for us, and then
Yeah, it's just somebody like falling in the abyss or something.
or just doing the same combos over and over
yeah.
just to see, hey, does this feel right? Does it have the the right amount of impact or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
All right. So so how far along would you say it is? You seem to have a better idea of like the game development schedule. So where's if they're in playtesting mode, when do you think we should expect the game?
let me see. I would say maybe 2024. I don't think this game's gonna come out next year.
Okay.
And if they do announce it for next year, I think it's gonna be pushed back.
Okay. I'm going to look into that because we talk about those kinds of things a lot on this show. And I think having an idea of what the like game development schedule and, we talk about a game going gold and, somebody's writing. Like I know The Last of Us 3, they've already started writing. They already have scripts written for it.
Yeah. They announced that a long time ago for like the next Last of Us game or whatever. Yeah.
Which obviously is very early in development. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting to know what all the different stages are. So when we talk about stuff like this, have a good idea of how far along they are. But anyway, they're in playtesting mode. So you said 2024?
Yeah,
I guess
that would be my assumption.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a guess. You're an educated guess. So I guess we'll see how close you are when the game comes out. All right, let's go to the next topic. All right, so this last Call of Duty that came out is, what do they say it is? The biggest PlayStation Store launch ever for a Call of Duty game, including pre-orders and day one sales. So this Modern Warfare 2 has been doing really good.
Yeah. I mean,
Last episode we talked about-
It should have, with all the hype that it built.
Yeah.
And the marketing campaign that they put behind it.
I mean, but it seems like every year, like Call of Duty games are hyped, but something's different about this one.
Well, it had more hype than Vanguard, of course, because they were going after that nostalgic, hey, this was
Modern
Warfare 2 that you guys loved way back in the day, but now we've done all these changes, we've made it better. Come check out our new game.
Have you seen what it looks like?
Yeah.
The graphics look really good.
Yeah. I still haven't played it.
Me either.
Because there's a couple things that put me off, like the whole physical disc only being 74 megabytes and all that. And just, I don't know. I don't want to get into it because I know how I am when I play these games. Mm-hmm. I'm going to play multiplayer and I'm like, oh man, I need that battle pass. Oh man, I shouldn't buy this skin, but I'm going to buy it. And so I'm just trying to.
Just one.
Yeah, just one. Then it turns into
one
like
skin won't hurt.
three skin packs and armor. I can't do it. I'm like, I gotta stay away. And everybody's so busy these days. Just don't really have
A lot of people online.
a friend group to really play with. And like between me and you, we don't have time to really get online together. We got stuff going on. You got your family, I got my family, we got work. It's just,
Yeah.
I'd rather spend more of my time in a single player narrative driven story than
Yeah, you can hop in, hop out.
whenever I want.
Yeah, the online does take a lot of time.
Yeah, you got to line up schedules.
Yeah, you got to see who's online. Ask them to join you. They join the party. Then the matchmaking takes a long time. And then you get loaded into a lobby, and then it takes like 30 minutes just to actually be in a game.
Yeah. Now for people that don't have responsibilities,
And
it's perfect.
it's perfect for you. Yeah.
If you're still in school and on the weekend, you don't have no projects for your next week.
No homework.
You don't have no homework. Man, you could jump into matchmaking with all your friends from school and have a blast. But for us adults that have bills,
That's my dream. That's one day I'll have enough free time
oh man, yeah.
to play online again,
Yeah.
and to what's the equivalent of like binge watching, when you just like play through a game all the way to the end. Binge playing,
I think it's just binging.
gaming.
Yeah,
It's just
binging.
regular gaming. That's what all gamers do. They all spend hours on it.
I'm gonna binge every Final Fantasy. That'll take forever.
But yeah, Modern Warfare 2 did really well, the original one, and it looks like they accomplished what they set out to accomplish, cashing in on the nostalgia, building up the hype based on a title.
And giving all those COD fans their COD fix? Because I know there's some people are like, okay, man, when's that next Call of Duty coming out, man? I need it, man. Come on.
No, this looks really good to me. Like I started to watch like some gameplay, and the graphics were like really impressive, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna experience it myself, because you know, when you watch something on YouTube versus like playing the actual, it always looks way better when you play the actual game on your TV. You know?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna experience it for the first time on my own television, or on my own monitor. You know.
Yeah.
What did Dork Warrior say here?
Says the disc just has a run exe file to download the game.
Yeah, basically.
Run the game.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah.
Takes you to a portal to the store's marketplace. And then
That's what that 72 megabytes is.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead to the next topic. PlayStation Plus has lost nearly 2 million subscribers since its revamp. The revamp they're talking about is when they went from just PlayStation Plus, and when they created that 3-tier system, which is what, PlayStation Essential?
Yeah, PlayStation
Extra.
Plus Extra, and then PlayStation Plus Premium.
Yeah, Essential, Extra, and Premium.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they gave them too many options, I guess 2 million people said, yeah, I'm out. I don't want to pick any of them.
Well, it's funny because one of the reps from Sony actually blamed it on the fact that the pandemic is not affecting people staying in the house as much.
No.
So they're like, oh, you know, we might have launched it at a bad time.
If we only had another pandemic.
Yeah. It's like, I was like, I don't think I would have worded it like that. We just needed more people to be sick so we could cash in on this.
Yeah.
But it's actually interesting. There was another chart where they showed like the revenue generated from it. So even though they lost subscribers, they're still making money on it. Yeah, the numbers are up on it, which makes sense. I mean, because they're charging more for it, so it would only make sense that the numbers would be up.
My theory is the more options you give people, the less likely it is for them to pick anything. Before, your options were you have Plus or you don't. So either give us $60 and you have PlayStation Plus, or you don't have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Now it's, do you want PlayStation Plus or not? Then you say, okay, I want PlayStation Plus. Do you want Essential? Do you want Extra? Or do you want Premium? Here's what you get with this. Here's what you get with, you get this, but you don't get that. But with this, you get it, but you don't. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah. You want fries with that? And when you get those fries, you want that 2-year extended warranty?
Yeah.
You want to join this membership?
When it's too many, they did a little experiment. PlayStation minus.
PlayStation minus.
PlayStation divided, more like. I saw this experiment they did where they had like a guy holding a tray full of jelly beans. He had like a red and a blue one, and then he'd say, which one do you want? Somebody would like pick one, and then he'd say, do you like it? They're like, yeah. And he's like, are you happy with the choice you made? And then they're like, yeah, I like the red one. And then most people, they picked the one or the other, and they were happy with the choice they made. Then they had the same guy go out with a tray with like 50 different flavors.
Wow.
And then he asked them pick one, and they're like, oh, let me see this one. And they'd pick it, and then he'd say like, are you happy with the choice you made? They'd be like, well, I wish I would have picked this one, or I wish I could have tried that one, or whatever. So the more options they had, the less happy they were with whatever they picked, because now they're thinking about all this other, like, what if I tried that one, or I should have tried this one, or winner. So anyway, the experiment was to prove that the more options you give people, the less happy they are with their choices, and the less options you give people, the more happy they are with their choices. You know, if you give people a black and a white phone, they choose the black one or the white one, and they're like, I like this one better, I like dark colors.
Yeah.
You know, but if you give them like the whole rainbow, then they're like, oh, maybe I should have gotten the blue one, maybe I should have.
Yeah.
So
buyer's remorse.
Right. So maybe that's what happened. And maybe 2 million subscribers later, they realized they gave them too many options. That's
I mean, the other thing is too.
But that's just a theory.
With all those options, it's like, oh man, I got all these free games, and it's like so many hours that I have to sink into one. It's just, I can't do it. Plus, most of the people that are going to subscribe to this are going to be adults, and we don't have that kind of time to just be like, "Oh man, look at all these games," but I got bills and
Yeah. Yeah, it's ironic.
yeah.
The people who it's for can't take advantage of it. The people who can take advantage of it, their parents are probably not going to pay for premium.
I'll buy that for
Why don't
you.
you just get Essential? Why don't you
Go play Roblox or Fortnite. It's free.
All right. Well, that's it. Go to the next topic. A lot of Hideo Kojima news this week.
Oh man.
He's talking about Silent Hill
Oh man.
and what was the other game?
Death Stranding?
Not Death Stranding. Something else.
No, it was
Silent Hill
It was Death Stranding.
being acquired by big companies.
Death Stranding.
Anyway, there's a lot of news. His name was in like every article this week as I was going through to pick articles. So anyway, we picked two. I'll let you talk about him because you are a bit more familiar with his games.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
I'm a big
I
fan
mean,
as well.
he made Metal Gear Solid. He's a
Yes.
legend.
Yes, definitely. He had a longer
And
line.
he's Japanese. I don't have a preference. I'm just saying.
Did you know that in I think it was Comic-Con, he had a table right next to Stan Lee,
Yeah.
and Stan Lee said his line was like so much longer. Like Stan Lee
Yeah.
finished signing everybody. He's just like, "Who's this guy?" Like,
Yeah, the dude is a legend.
yeah. Anyway,
He's
go
one
ahead.
of the I think he's the first developer that actually had his plaque in his game history memorialized in a gaming museum. The first one. I just want to leave that out there. Anyway, but basically, Hideo Kojima has revealed another actor for his next game, which we don't know what it is, but a lot of people online are suggesting that it may be Death Stranding 2. He's already, he's been putting out these cryptic tweets of it was showing like a silhouette, and it was just basically like this picture is showing here with the actor he just revealed, who apparently played, I forgot what her name was in Deadpool 2, but she was the Asian chick that was with the
Oh, with the X-Men.
with the girl that Deadpool had as one of his buddies.
Supersonic Teenage
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
But I forgot what her name was in the movie.
Okay, I can't remember her name.
Yeah, but apparently she's been brought onto this project, and she's part of this riddle that he had on this picture, Where Am I? And when he revealed it, he said, Where am I is Shiori, or what's her name? Shioli Kutsuna? Yeah. So, Kojima likes to do a lot of cryptic stuff with every game that he's announcing.
Give the fans something to talk about.
So he has another cryptic thing for the last one where it says, I think it says, why am I, or something like that. And he's got another silhouette, and I guess he's going to reveal the last actor with that one. My guess is he's either going to reveal that before December, or he's going to reveal it during the Game Awards, because him and Jeff Keighley have this tight relationship, and they're always revealing stuff between each other, especially on Jeff's shows when he does Summer Game Fest or anything.
Okay.
He's always like, "Oh, I have an announcement from Kojima." And he's always very excited about it, and they have a really good relationship for some reason. So much so that Kojima in his last game, Death Stranding, actually put Jeff Keighley in his game as one.
Oh yeah,
of the,
I think I remember seeing that.
yeah, he was one of the side quest people that you would run into.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think at the Game Awards in December, we're definitely going to see either a trailer of what this next game is going to be, or the next reveal for the last actor that he's cryptically posting on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the news for Kojima. With this, go ahead to the next one. I think it's also Kojima. Yeah. Kojima gets ridiculously high acquisition offers to stay independent.
Yeah, the article title was kind of weird, but basically, Kojima was on his podcast and he said that he's always approached constantly by studios trying to acquire his studio.
What's the name of his studio? Is it Kojima?
Kojima Productions. And of course they want him because he's a freaking legend.
Yeah,
and they know that he produces quality. But Kojima basically said he's not trying to sign with anybody as far as with a studio, because the reason why he went independent from Konami was because he wants to make the games that he wants to make. So that's why he's doing what he's doing.
Right.
You know, is
Yeah, you don't want to leave one situation and then jump
yeah.
right back into the same situation.
Yeah, because then he's going to be creatively restricted, and the studio's going to be like, no, we want you to do this. We don't care about your life
vision.
themes and all this random cryptic crap you keep doing.
They're like, hey, we like you. We like what you make. Come with
Yeah.
us. Hey, don't make that.
Yeah.
We don't like that.
Then he gets in there and they put him in a room with a toilet and a glass of water. Yeah, but yeah. So basically Kojima's saying that, you know, hey, they can throw all this money at me at all they want, but at the end of the day, they're gonna try to restrict me on what I want to do.
So he's right where he wants to be.
Yeah, and I mean it's not like he's not benefiting from it. He partnered with Sony on making one of the last swan song games for the PS4, Death Stranding, and I'm pretty sure I think he's partnering with Sony on another game which hasn't been announced, and then he's got a game coming with for Microsoft that's also unannounced. But he did announce that he is working on something for Microsoft. So, you know, he's definitely getting funding, even though he's not part of a publisher. But, you know, he's doing his thing with the independent thing. So,
Okay.
he's going to be fine.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it's good for him to stay independent and, you know, actually create the games that he wants to create.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the companies are just going to make him make more of the same. You know, we already have that.
Yeah.
So we need
Just
people
lock
like
him in a vault and be like, make another Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 23, make it. All right, go ahead to our next story. This is one we've revisited a few times. Netflix and their video games.
Oh, Lord.
This is from the Netflix website. Cozy Game. Go back up. Cozy Game developer Spry Fox joins Netflix. So Spry Fox is a development studio. Cozy Games developer Spry Fox. Wait, which one is the game studio? I guess it's Spry Fox. Spry Fox made a game called Cozy Games. Cozy Games developer Spry Fox joins Netflix. All right. Scroll down. The wording is very
It's so confusing.
Yeah, especially when you don't know that game. It doesn't help. As we approach our first anniversary of launching games in November, so they've been launching games for a year now on Netflix. Have you played them yet?
No.
Did you try finding them?
Yeah.
Me too. I couldn't find them.
can't find
I'm going to make a YouTube video called Trying to
What?
Find Netflix Games. And let me know if you guys would watch that. I'm going to dig. Let me know in the comments, actually, if anybody has found or ever played a Netflix game.
I'm gonna make a Dave Chappelle show meme that's gonna say, "What is Netflix games?"
All right, go ahead. Why don't you read this?
Oh, I'd be glad to. As we approach our first anniversary of launching games in November, we're excited to announce that Spry Fox is joining Netflix to become our sixth in-house game studio. Spry Fox is an award-winning independent studio focused on cozy original games. Oh, okay, maybe that's what they meant by that. Cozy games.
Okay.
But their unique approach to game development and success with titles like Triple Town, never heard of it, Alpha Bear, and Cozy Grove will help accelerate our creative development in another beloved genre and add to the growing variety of Netflix's games catalog that will have something for everyone.
All right. When David and I founded Spry Fox 12 years ago, our goal was to create a place where kind, creative people could make beautiful, original games in a supportive environment that brought happiness to people who played them, said Daniel Cook, co-founder of Spry Fox. After many heartfelt conversations, we are all excited about joining Netflix as an in-house game studio and building amazing games together. We look forward to creating games with a studio whose values are relentless focus on employee and player joy, align closely with ours. Our games journey has only just begun, but I'm proud of the foundational work we've been doing to build out our in-house creative capacity so that we can deliver the best possible games experience, including no ads, no in-app purchases to our members as part of their membership.
That sounds promising.
It does. It sounds like they're not making like mobile games, because that is what I would imagine. Like Netflix is on your phone, so you think, oh, they're probably making basically some version of a mobile game like Candy Crush or something like that, Angry Birds or something, you know?
Somebody's got to be playing these games because it's like, wait.
There's 6. They said this is the 6th studio they've acquired. So it sounds to me like when PlayStation first came out, they acquired like Naughty Dog under Universal. They started acquiring studios to make games for the PlayStation. So who knows? Maybe, you know, they're obviously very new. No one even knows they have games. Me and you can't find them. But, you know, down the road, maybe people will, you know, they'll be a serious contender in the video game industry. And maybe this game studio, Spry Fox, will be their Naughty Dog and producing.
I doubt that, but yes.
We'll be producing AAA games. I guess we could look at some of these games they named here, take a look at those and see. But I don't know. When you looked at Naughty Dog back then, what they had, the Rings of Power, which was a Mortal Kombat knockoff. So you couldn't even judge it based off of, you know.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't know who Naughty Dog was until Jak and Daxter. Wait, was that their game?
Well, I know you played Crash Bandicoot, but you weren't paying attention to studios back then?
Oh, yeah. No, not really.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
I was too young. I just play games.
It was just the name of the game.
Right, that was it.
Wasn't trying to make a pun there. But, yeah.
But anyway, we'll see what happens. This is their 6th studio, so they're really getting serious about fleshing out their game options. They need to do a better job advertising it, because I actually got on Netflix for the purpose of playing games. I was like, we keep talking about this on the podcast. Let me actually give it a try, so next time I can mention how good or bad it was. And I could not find out where these games were.
Yeah.
I'll try to do like a little Google search or
It's
something.
like everybody's letting us down, you know. Netflix is hiding their games. The KFC console still hasn't released. I want
Stadia,
that chicken,
Stadia
man.
shut down.
I want to make chicken and play games. Anyway,
When will KFC release the console they promised? We'll need to cover that on the next podcast.
we're gonna do some deep dive research. We're gonna have to go to Kentucky for this
Some
one.
deep fried research.
Deep fried research.
All right, let's go ahead to the next topic. All right, so are you familiar with this girl, Justine,
I am.
the Apple fan girl?
Yeah.
Did you see she did a podcast?
That's why I don't rock with her like that, because she's Apple.
Did you see she did a podcast and Phil Spencer was her guest?
With Mr. Phil Spencer.
yeah.
I know where this is going.
I started watching it. He's pretty cool. He's actually a gamer.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He's a gamer.
He's the reason why I bought an Xbox Series X.
But anyway, 28 minutes in. Can you make sure the audio is set to the correct setting that it's supposed to be at on the top? That it's set to no. The audio source on the computer. Yeah. Make sure that's set to the correct setting. No. Next to the battery. Get rid of all my notifications. Don't show them all my notifications. Yeah, the sound.
You buying a new mattress, eh? No.
And then sound preference.
What?
Oh. Sorry.
I've showed you this before.
Uh,
Like I said in the last podcast, you get what you pay for, and I'm not paying her nothing.
Okay. Where do I go?
Go back to the audio.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, and change the audio source.
what would happen if we
OBS?
just played it? Would it play?
Do I do
Oh, you said you got to change the audio
Which one
source.
do I do? MacBook Pro.
Not MacBook Pro. It's one of the Rodecaster Pro.
A chat or main stereo?
Try main stereo. All right, guys, in the chat, let me know if you guys can hear this clip as we start playing it.
Okay.
I agree, Dork Warrior.
I mean, how do you
If-
see that kind of
oh.
going forward for like Xbox? Was that
Sorry.
Go ahead, turn the volume up.
people were upset thinking like
It's up.
this is gonna
No,
be
no,
not
on the-
PlayStation
on the-
anymore.
on the
It's
pad.
gonna happen. I mean, obviously that would be segregating.
That's not it.
Audience of gamers.
That's not it. That's not it.
PlayStation. I know that,
Turn
which
it
isn't
up.
exactly what you asked.
There
I
you go.
just,
That's it.
Punch that one in the nose. 'cause
Yes.
That's not our intent. Our intent is not to do that. And as long as there's a PlayStation out there to ship to, our intent is that we continue to ship Call of Duty on PlayStation, similar to what we've done with Minecraft since we've owned that. We've expanded the places where people can play Minecraft. We haven't like reduced the places, and it's been good. It's been good for the Minecraft community, in my opinion. And I want to do the same as we think about where Call of Duty can go over the years. For Xbox itself,
All right, go ahead and pause it.
players who have invested.
Rewind it back to 28. So were you able to catch everything he said, Javon?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Just looking at the chat. It's all about don't be dissing the Wii.
The Wii. We're talking about the Wii?
No, they got on the topic of the Netflix gaming thing, and Dork Warrior said that any gaming service that makes you take your remote and turn it on its side is trash. And also said don't be dissing the Wii. Oh man, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I watched this clip the other day, and it's basically Phil just being the all-inclusive guy that he is, man.
So he brought up a few good points, because here's what I thought when he first said it's not going to go exclusive. I thought he was maybe being tricky, and because PlayStation has a contract with Activision,
Yeah.
where they have certain deals with them for like the next 3 years. He said, I'm going to honor that contract. So then I thought, oh, okay, he's saying we're not going to go exclusive yet.
Yeah.
Like as soon as his contract is up, then they're going exclusive. But he said, I'll continue to ship to PlayStation as long as there's a PlayStation to ship to, which means as long as they're in business, I'll continue to, ship Call of Duty games to PlayStation.
Yeah.
And then he brought up the fact that Microsoft acquired Minecraft years ago. And he's saying they didn't make it exclusive. They've actually expanded it, and you could play it in more places than you could before they acquired it.
Game Pass.
Yeah, so those are both really good points. Well, first of all, he clarified that as long as PlayStation is in business, that he'll continue to ship there. And he also made a good comparison with Minecraft, that when they acquired Minecraft, their goal wasn't to shrink it down and make it exclusive. They expanded it to more places.
Yeah.
So yeah, that gives me a little more confidence, and now I keep flip flopping, but now I'm for the acquisition. Now I'm like, go ahead and go.
Well, I don't care if they acquire Activision or not, 'cause I'm gonna tell you like this. I got all the consoles, so I don't care. they can go on Xbox, PlayStation. It don't matter. If I want to play it, I'm playing it. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, we talked about this a long time ago when we were talking about crossplay. Mm-hmm. Sony is always the ones that don't want to be all inclusive. They're always the ones that put out the,
Yeah, if
man.
PlayStation was purchasing Activision,
Yeah.
then we know for sure it's going exclusive.
Exactly.
There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
No, they. It's all about as much as I'm a Sony pony, I can't deny that. But Sony's they're bullies, man. Like they like the cool kids, and hey, Microsoft's okay, but hey, we the champs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got the exclusives. Y'all ain't got nothing. Y'all got that box taking up space on
He
the shelf.
addresses that in the podcast too, where he says they've been slacking
Yeah.
with the AAAs and
Oh, but they coming though.
and the story driven stuff. Yeah. So I mean, he's a gamer, so he knows what gamers want. So hopefully it won't be too long before Xbox will finally, have some of those games. There's reasons for me to get a Switch. I got the Switch because there was games on there, like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Xbox, what did he say? Xbox saying we are building nuclear weapons on your border. But don't worry, we'll never use them on you.
Basically saying if they acquire Call of Duty, that's like having a nuke.
Right, it is, basically.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Phil's genuine with it. I mean, he's always, from day one when I've seen him, interviewing or doing anything, and I've seen them follow through with it too. Like the whole crossplay thing, like I said, they've always been a big push of that. Like, hey, if your friends are on PlayStation, hey, we want you to be able to play with your friends on PlayStation. It doesn't have to just be Xbox. Like, if they don't have an Xbox, then we still want you to be able to play with your friends in some capacity. So
Yeah.
I think that
years ago, way before crossplay was a thing. Like, I didn't even know it was an option. I thought like you had to play with PlayStation. I thought it was just like the hardware wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And when I knew it was a thing, like you could do it.
Now, I will say the crossplay thing is a little finicky because I have played Call of Duty from my PlayStation with somebody with their Xbox.
Yeah, me too.
And the matchmaking wasn't all that great. The game kept getting dropped and
To
crashed.
me, for me, the main issue was like the game chat, because we used the party chat, me and my friends. So when we had that one friend who had Xbox, so we had to join the game chat. But every time you're in a loading screen, the chat cuts out, and then when you're back in the loading area, you could talk to each other. Then when the game's loading in again, then everybody. So the party chat was just better to use. But maybe now with like the Discord integration, everyone can join on Discord. PlayStation will have Discord, Xbox will have Discord, and then that could solve that issue, hopefully.
Yeah.
Where that'll be the party chat that can be used sort of between consoles,
That would make sense.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was a very interesting quote. This is a podcast called Same Brain. You guys go check that out. Shout out to Same Brain. They got an interview with Phil Spencer, and it's a pretty interesting one. This is just the most interesting bit that I wanted to talk about, but it's worth watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
So go ahead, you guys.
Shout out to iJustine,
Yeah, iJustine.
I think you're wrong with the Apple stuff, but
she's best friends with Tim Cook. Tim Cook loves her. She's like
I bet she
free
is.
advertising for him. But see, then she does an interview with Xbox and Microsoft, and she's with the Microsoft guys, So anyway, let's get to our next topic. A message from the team at God of War. So this is a pretty long message, but basically they're saying, hey, look, the game is coming out. Please, guys, don't be spoiling stuff. We want everyone to experience it. We want everyone to have a good time. And then they even suggested that some people use like hashtag, what do they call it? Mute, to mute certain hashtags or mute certain keywords so that stuff doesn't get spoiled for them.
yeah, well, that's because one of the people that they gave a code to, which this guy's an idiot because he had his gamer tag in the freaking leaks.
He's never getting another.
Yeah. But
Not a very good
he was
leaker.
leaking freaking huge gameplay moments from the game online. And like I said, he had his
Oh,
gamer
is that where
tag
those
on
leaks
it.
came from?
Yeah, that's why they put out that message because, of course he already got caught, but,
Yeah, see, I don't like spoilers. And that's why a lot of times I don't talk about leaks. Like, I'm aware that there's leaks happening with different games, but we never talk about it on the show because I don't want to spoil it for myself. And then I don't want to spoil it for you guys either.
Minus that one time.
Well, there's no spoilers there. You talking about GTA?
That is spoilers. What if I didn't want to know there was a
It was in Miami.
woman and a
there's
guy
twins
player.
or whatever. I guess those aren't story spoilers to me.
or the fact that you could hold up convenience stores like you could in the last game?
Or you can lean out the window with a cock shotgun. Driving down the same car that they shot Pockin. This is this is just a message. This game is coming out, like I said earlier in the podcast. This is coming out this Wednesday, right? So they're just getting people prepared ahead of time. They're working it both ways, saying, "Hey, please don't spoil it." And for the people trying not to have it spoiled, mute certain keywords to protect yourself.
Protect yourself, man.
Yeah.
Don't let them spoilers get you, because they out there.
Check yourself before you
Wreck yourself.
wrecketh thyself.
Yes.
All right, next topic. PlayStation VR 2. This is very strange.
Oh, Lord.
They just posted this thing. They're not really pushing the VR thing. They don't have an event. They just like, oh, let's just do a blog post. Here comes the VR 2. It seems like they're not very excited or interested in it. It's like almost like a side project, you know?
I mean, they did promote it during the State of Play. They showed VR games, and they even, with the blog post, they listed even more games that they haven't really shown.
Yeah, but like there should be more. Like they didn't do blog posts for the PS5.
Yeah, well, you know what? Forget all that. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Look
All
at
right.
that price.
It's $550, and this, by the way, if you just want to buy this, if you're like PlayStation VR looks amazing, I want to go buy one, and you don't have a PS5,
Guess what?
you got to buy the PS5 first. So this is really
2 PS5s.
$1,000 purchase.
Yeah.
The PS5 is $500. Even if you get the digital edition, that's $400. So $900, $950. If you get the console version, then $1,050. And then you're probably gonna want the charging station. Go down a little bit, down till you get the picture of the charging dock. So the charging dock is there it goes, $50. So you're probably gonna want that. It's a nice and easy way to charge your controllers. So now you're looking at $1,100. But even if you already own the PS5, maybe you bought it a few years ago, still $600 is a lot of money for VR.
Yeah,
But how does
man.
this compare? I'm curious to like
Other VR headsets on the market.
VRs, HTC.
Now, I will say this. If you go online and you compare this to other wired VR headsets, it's actually a pretty fair price.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good price.
And that's what this is. This isn't. You shouldn't compare this to the Quest because this is tethered.
Yeah, it's a wired headset. It's not wireless. Wireless is more expensive.
And well, the wireless, like the Quest 2, that's like $300. Well, now it's $400. They raised the price to $100.
Yeah, don't say it's 300.
Yeah.
It ain't even 300 no more.
Yeah. Only twice the cost.
Yeah,
Valve
man.
Index. Yeah, Valve Index. I wonder how much that costs. Open up a new tab real quick. Let's do some shopping real quick. Type in Valve Index. Let's just compare headset to headset because a PC can range
Ooh, Lord.
in price. We'll go to shopping. Let's just get an idea. Or is there an official like Valve website?
Oh, just the knuckles are $361. Oh, Lord. My chest.
Valve Index. Make this full screen.
My
I can't
chest.
see the top.
According to Dowsif, it's $1,000.
Oh, did he shop one already or does he own one?
I don't know.
You own one?
Oh, it's right there.
Okay.
$999.
$9.99. Okay, so this is only half the price of the Valve Index. Go ahead, let's open another tab. What's the other one? HTC.
But wait a minute, Dowsif. Is that a
HTC.
wired headset
Just type in VR.
or is that wireless?
Vive. Yeah, Vive is the name of theirs.
I wanna vibe with you.
With controller.
all night.
Well, that's like their wireless one. That's 500. That's a little closer to the
Vibe
PlayStation.
you in the sunlight.
Vive Talk. Okay.
Oh, he said it. He said it is wired. Wow.
Go back up. Go back up. Click that first box there. Get yours. Yep.
Oh, thank you. I'll pass.
Go down. We don't want the flow. The Pro Series. How much is the Pro Series? Pro 2. Okay, you're looking at $1,300, $800, $1,400, $1,200. So yeah, if you compare it to actual other VR headsets, the PlayStation is the cheapest. Definitely by far compared to Vive, the HTC Vive. Go back to the other one, $1,000. Yeah, it's only half the price of the Index.
But if you playing a console, let's be real.
Go ahead, go back to
Spend
PlayStation.
this kind of money. You ain't in that PC market.
Yeah, PC, everything about PC is expensive. Yeah, so you're right.
PC's like owning a boat. You know what
For-
they say with the boats? Break out another 1,000, baby.
For console gamers, this is probably a bit steep. For PC gamers, they feel like they're getting a break. You know, it's like USD when you take it to like some other country, and you're like, wow, this is amazing. It's a lot
Yeah.
of money. That's how it is. A PC gamer comes to console land, and they're like, oh, whoa,
Man,
for $500, I can get it.
cheaper on this side of the fence.
Yeah.
But it's underpowered. No. And I can't upgrade it.
But then we don't know how expensive things are in PC world.
Yeah,
So we're
it's-
like, oh my God, $500?
Yeah.
$600 for the headset and the charging station?
That's a no for me, dog. That's a no for me. Nah, for it. I really want to try the PSVR too, because I've always wanted to. I wanted to get the PlayStation VR when it came out.
Well, you
but
thought you couldn't play VR,
that's true.
and now you discovered that you can.
I discovered before that, but I just
Okay.
acted like I didn't.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I felt good for a little while.
Yeah, because I actually looked it up on YouTube, and there was a guy that they had him actually playing that game,
Oh, okay.
and he was like, "Whoa!" and do all, Anyway, I was like, "Oh, he can see it now."
Okay.
But you gave me the in-person experience, so that was that's different from watching somebody on YouTube
Right.
do it. So yeah, that was nice. I appreciate it. I got but yeah. So I don't know. I still want to play the VR too. Like will I get it down the line? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll catch it on like a Black Friday special, which they probably would never drop the price. Honestly.
I think up until this point they still haven't dropped the price for VR.
Yeah,
It's
they
still like
have-
$400.
yeah.
I'm like, bro, nobody's buying this. There's so
Yeah.
many other options right now, and you guys are so far behind with this.
But I know some people are gonna buy it, and it'll sell. Eventually, I may get one, but I just have some other priorities I gotta take care
Yeah,
of.
me too. I would like to try it out, play it. I want to see what what I haven't experienced yet is VR, like high-end VR with good graphics.
Yeah,
I've been playing the Quest 2, which is like the Switch of VR,
yeah,
where the graphics are not going to be as good, things are not going to be as detailed, the textures and everything's not going to be as detailed, not as good as far as graphics.
right.
So I want to see what like really good like PS5 level graphics look like in VR.
Yeah,
I think that would add to the immersion.
oh man,
Unfortunately, we cannot read that out loud.
it's a family show.
Yeah, because in order to stay monetized and make that USD, cannot
Isn't
be.
that a type of steak? I see where you're going with this. Anyway,
Anyway, let me know in the comments. Are you guys gonna be getting VR2? Are you interested in getting one? If you're not getting it, does it look interesting? Do you wish you could get one? Let me know. I'm kind of interested to see how people feel about this. Does PlayStation know people are not excited and they didn't waste time putting a conference together and decided to just do a blog post? Let me know in the comments, and I guess we'll find out. Is that all you have to say about this topic?
yeah, usually I like to brag and say like I'm part of the You Ain't Got It club, but I guess I'm gonna be with the rest of the You Ain't Got It. 'Cause I ain't getting this one.
All right. Go ahead. Next topic. Have you heard about this?
Yes.
Big AAA John Wick video game could happen, Lionsgate CEO says. Some gun fu video game. You know what this reminded me of immediately when I heard this news?
Oh,
beating him up with a library book.
Man, stay in school, kids. Or else John Wick the librarian's gonna beat the knowledge into you.
So this reminded me of the movie Wanted. Remember Wanted? And
John Wick?
Not the movie John Wick reminded me of the movie Wanted. Let me finish.
Okay.
There's a movie called Wanted. Do you remember the movie Wanted is the question.
But of course.
Okay. Remember it had a tie-in video game. And the video game was actually pretty decent. I liked it anyway. I don't know what the reviews were like.
It was trash.
Okay, I liked it. I thought the curving the bullets around that was a good gameplay
Yeah,
mechanic.
it
to me.
lended well to gameplay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of what this reminded me of. The only difference is, of course, the video game came out at the same time as the movie. But I mean, this is perfect. Maybe Sleeping Dogs would be a better comparison. What game is the closest to John Wick mechanics, would you say? Let me know in the chat. What game do you think, gameplay wise, is closest to John Wick? Would make a good John Wick game. I say Sleeping Dogs.
Maybe.
Let me know in the chat. I'm sure someone could think of a really good example of a game that's already gotten.
Sleeping Dogs is pretty good.
Because they got
martial
kung
arts
fu,
wise.
and
But
is
they
there
don't
a good
got a lot
gunplay?
of. They ain't got a lot of gun fu though.
Well, I don't think anybody has gun
There's
fu.
some gunplay in Sleeping Dogs, but it's not to the level of John Wick quality.
Using that Andrew Tate lingo.
Yeah, it does. It is. It is pretty. I am a brokey. I hate to say it. Man.
Anyway, well, are you excited about this? Do you think this has the potential to be a good game?
It depends on who's developing it.
That's true. That is the big question.
Depends on who's developing it. But yeah, I think it's cool. It's cool little rumblings, that they're eyeing a studio to do the game. But we'll just have to see when they release some kind of trailer or something.
The scene I was just watching reminded me of Pootie Tang. Right? He's whooping him with a belt. That's not what I was about to say. It reminded me of Uncharted.
Oh,
I think if they're going for like big set pieces, like action set pieces, they need to have like an Uncharted style gameplay mixed with some Sleeping Dogs and whatever game did kung fu very well. Mix that in with some gunplay.
yeah.
All right. Anyway, I guess this is very early. Go back up to the headline. The headline is could happen. So Liongate CEO, I guess, is still in negotiation. He's fielding proposals, as they say here, for a new John Wick game. So he wants to make it into a game, and I mean that was enough to make news. But we won't.
A couple of the guys in the chat were saying Max Payne is a good example.
Oh, Max Payne. See, I knew there was something. Oh, Wet. Wasn't that that was also on the Wii. They had like a.
Was that the one with the chick with the sword? And
I think so. The sword and the gun.
Yeah, I was gonna get a tattoo of that. I don't know why. I'm glad I didn't do that. Anyway.
But yeah, those are all great examples. Yeah, I knew they would think of something I wasn't thinking of. Fortnite as John Wick. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Fortnite does have John Wick. So you've already played John Wick.
I told you not to bring up Fortnite.
Yeah, I meant to say that John Wick has already appeared in a few games, but he's never had his own game.
Yes, he has.
What?
John Wick Hex.
Hex?
Yeah.
What's that?
Don't play it.
All right.
But he does have his own game. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Next topic.
It's just not what you think it is.
Go ahead.
Oh
wow! Crisis
man,
Core.
it's my turn again.
Yes, it is.
No, but basically, this is just a post from Audrey on Twitter, who's a big RPG follower, and she basically just posted a screenshot of the user interface of Crisis Core Reunion, which is coming out in December. And apparently it's going to be using the same kind of user interface that Final Fantasy VII Remake is using for the menu. And that's pretty much it. That's all.
Okay.
So, I mean, other than that, if anybody doesn't know, they are doing a remaster of the Crisis Core game, which was originally only on the PSP, the first generation PSP, not the Vita, but the first one that was using those UMD, Universal Media Disc. So now, it's being remastered, and they just put out a little couple of screenshots of the user interface in the game.
And this is in Japanese or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is
And Audrey snatches Japanese news, and she brings it to us
okay.
English speakers. Then she translates it.
Okay.
But yeah, so just a little quick thing. If you're interested in Final Fantasy, this is something kind of exciting.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Next topic. Diablo is launching April 2023.
It's a rumor.
Claims 2 new reports. Yeah, so this is a rumor.
Yeah. It's not a hard release date. It's just a rumor.
All right. Are you a fan of the Diablo games?
I like Diablo.
Okay.
Now.
That's a Xbox game, isn't it?
No, you can play Diablo on PlayStation,
Okay.
PC. I would probably say it's bigger on PC than anything. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Diablo's a pretty cool game. It's top down, looter, beat 'em upper
Kind of
game
like
type thing.
Kind of like World of Warcraft.
Don't slay me in the comments. I know it's coming because I may not be describing this correctly, but I don't know. It's a fun game to me. You get
When
to
you say
pick-
top down, you mean like World of Warcraft?
well, I mean, World of Warcraft's not really top down.
Yeah.
That's like League of Legends, I think, what you're talking about.
Okay.
But I'm just talking about like as far as the view, how you see in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a fun game to play. I'm not like a hardcore Diablo fan, but I've played it, and
Okay.
it's fun to play with friends. It's not bad playing by yourself, but it's definitely more fun to play with other people.
I mean, what is this? 5?
4.
4. Oh, it says it in the.
Yeah, because they're one of those developers that are famous for milking the same game over and over and over again.
Okay.
Which in this case, Diablo 3.
Isn't this the one where they're getting rid of loot boxes? Or did they already do that with? Like
I don't
3?
know. Are you talking about the one they released on the cell phone, the Diablo Immortal? Because that didn't get rid of loot boxes.
I remember a few weeks ago we talked about them getting rid of loot boxes for the next game. Oh no, I was thinking of Overwatch.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
They got rid of it for 2. Anyway, if you guys are fans of Diablo, possibly could be coming out 2023. Now it says April. Could this be a early like April Fool's, like just getting an April Fool's joke out ahead of time?
Nah. I mean, it depends on who the sources are. But it looks like Hunter added a little bit of extra news down there. He says,
Worth adding that Blizzard's president may be saying this release. The text is so small.
worth saying that Blizzard's president may be saying this release month isn't true.
Okay.
And then the other guy said, don't believe everything you read. Basically. And that's why I just said it's a rumor. So we don't necessarily know that it's coming out in April. That's just a rumor that was put out. But we thought it'd be worth sharing anyway. Because if it turned out to be true, then hey.
Then we could say we told you so.
Yeah, we told you.
And if it's not true, we could say we told you so.
Yeah. And then you can get excited like that little baby right there.
Does he even know what's going on? Why is he that excited?
Let's go.
All right, let's go ahead. I think this is our last topic.
No,
'Cause
the
that's-
next one's the last one.
Okay. Oh, you already got rid of the extra tabs. Okay. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. This is all you. You close out our show.
All right. Well, I'm not going to drain this one too much, but basically there was an interview recently where there was a huge amount of info dumped about Final Fantasy 16, so I was very excited about that. But the developers and the producers and directors and all that, they all interviewed with the PlayStation blog and basically discussed, as it says in the title, what they're doing as far as the world building, how they went about it, what kind of viewpoints they're putting into the story, and their favorite characters that they've developed in the game itself. But I urge you guys, if you're into Final Fantasy, to go on the PlayStation blog and give it a read. It's very informative and gives you a lot of insight onto what to expect with Final Fantasy 16.
Now, I know you don't want to go into detail. It's a long blog post. I think you guys should check it out if this is a IP that you're interested in. But what's one thing that stood out to you out of this? Have you had a chance to read the whole thing?
The one thing that stood out to me is the character. So when they were asking them, out of all the characters that you guys have created for this numbered entry, who was your favorite character? And the majority of them said Clive, who is the main character, the protagonist that you play. And the reason why is because if you're familiar with Final Fantasy games, you know that normally what they do is they have you as one person that you play, and then they have you with a team of people. So you always have a party, but the story always revolves around the person you're playing as well as the other party members. But this game is going to be very central to the protagonist, and they made it a big point to say that they feel like this is the best protagonist that they've ever written. They're probably never going to be able to top it. So I'm very excited about that, to see how his story really unfolds. And they said that he's going to have a lot of basically when they built the story, they built it around him as a central focus, and it wasn't about hey, he's in the game as the protagonist, but we also have to focus on all these other people, blah blah blah. So the story gets watered down, and even though that's the main character, he's not really focused on it a lot.
That sounds very promising. That's one of the things that Naughty Dog does very well, is they focus on the characters. Anytime, any medium, whether it's movies or whatever, when they focus on the character and his journey through the story, it always ends up being a really good story. So that sounds really interesting.
Yeah, and
but yeah, there's a lot more to the article. They discussed a lot of things. So like I said, if you guys are into this franchise, then definitely check out this blog post. This is on the PlayStation blog.
Yeah, especially when like I said, if you're interested in this next numbered entry, which is 16, because I will say Final Fantasy 15 was cool, but the story was all over the freaking place, and then they made it to where you had to later on buy expansion DLC just to learn more of the story of the characters that you were playing with the entire game. So that was kind of it didn't make sense. But they're saying with 16, they're not doing that. Like I said, they've got the story focused, and they said their development approach was basically like a roller coaster, where they wanted to build up to these high tension moments, and then they kind of want to just drop you on a free fall to get you what's all this action coming out of nowhere? And then they just kind of bring you back up on the hill, build it up some more, and just kind of drop you again. So that's kind of like their approach on what they're doing with the story. And I don't know, I'm excited for it. Because the other thing is they're focusing on the summons, which they're building the story around them, which in the other Final Fantasy games, they were normally just part of your magic skill set. You're like, oh man, he's cool, and everybody always knows their names in all the different Final Fantasy games, but there was never really a story behind any of those summons. It was just like, oh, Ifrit's in the game, that's nice. I get to do this fire attack again. But on this one, they're actually making them they're like these, very powerful supernatural beings in the world of the world in this game is going to be called Valistea, but they're like a central part of the story as well. So they're not just like magic add-ons that you have in the game. They're going to actually be tied to the story in a very pivotal way.
Okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, man, give it a read, man, when you get a chance. PlayStation blog. And very, very informative. Very informative.
All right, and I think that is our last topic for this week. Let's hit that new outro music. Let me know what you guys think about this one. That's the other knob, the last knob. Go ahead and fade us in. Yeah. Anyway, this is our new outro music. Figured I'd switch it up instead of using the same song for the intro and the outro. Let me know what you guys think of this episode. Thank you for joining us. And let me do my shout outs. Who's with us at the end here? Dork Warrior, Dowsov, I Am Him. Thank you guys for joining us this week. Thank you for everybody who's joining us on the recorded episode, especially if you made it to this part of the video, all the way at the end. Any goodbyes? Any shout outs?
Shout out to the same people he just shouted out. And, thank you for watching another episode with us. We're trying to be consistent every Sunday as best we can and bring you guys whatever news articles we can find and, keep you informed on what's going on the latest happenings in the gaming industry. So thank you once again for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you.
I think we'll end with that. Thanks for joining us. Means a lot. See you in the next week. Peace.